Hey, what's up? What's up? It is Thursday, January 9th. Make sure to get all this in there. We're not going to spend too much time on there. Just know that gravitational forces linking literacy that we worked on yesterday was also due yesterday. So we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about that, but we are going to talk about this for just a moment. So you guys are the class of 2029. So I just want to let you know of some things that are upcoming, right? So we're going to have the high school come in here, do a presentation. We're going to go to the high school. So I'm just waiting for their email so we can coordinate all those things. So be thinking about that, because the reality is it is now January. So it's the first month of the year. By the 8th month of the year, you will be in a high school classroom. That is what I'm trying to prepare you guys for. That's what I'm like, I need y'all to mature up to. This is what I need you to get your habits right for. So be thinking about these things as you're going, because high school is uber important, because it's the last step of being like a child, right? And then now it's moving bam into adulthood, but you got to prepare yourself correctly. So we'll be talking about that more as we're going, and I'm going to support you guys 100%, like all the way through the whole thing. And don't trip out. I know some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, don't trip, yo, don't trip, I got you. So but I did want to put that out there that, yo, we are going to be doing some stuff and getting you enrolled in high school. You're going to be picking some classes and something. Again, don't ask too many questions now. We will fill you in as more information comes. So I'm just waiting for the high school to send me that email, and then we'll start coordinating things, and then I'll let you guys know when those things will be happening. It should be sometime in February, March-ish, like somewhere right in there. That's typically when we do it. So they should be emailing me soon, but I wanted to let you guys just be aware of that and have high school in your mind, because it is your next step. All right, cool. We went over all of this yesterday, so if you want a video talking about this, go to yesterday's video in the playlist, okay? Go to yesterday's video. Okay, cool, because we talked about all of this stuff, yada, yada, yada. We walked through all of these things yesterday. One thing people were asking about was field, so it's just a region or space near the source of a force that's creating it. So again, it's around the earth, so the force would be around the earth because the earth is creating the gravity in this case here. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead. We talked about this yesterday, and we went through one of the actual practice problems yesterday. So let's just go ahead and maybe we could just do a few more. So I'm gonna get off of this screen. Let me think. What do I want to say? Yeah, we're going to get off of this screen. Let's go ahead and write this down, and you're going to write this whole thing in your journal. Again, you're going to do this whole thing in your journal. I'm going to go to, can I go to the next page? Nah, I guess this is the page I'm going to take. So I'm going to put myself right there. We're going to go right here. We're going to say new, and then we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a copy of this whole thing right here. Bam. Okay, cool. So, and then we're going to put ourselves here, and then let's go ahead and just walk through some of these problems, and then you guys will have to do them on your own. So if you remember from yesterday, all we did was say, okay, 35, and again, it's just mass times gravity, okay? And it's mass times gravity. So weight is equal to mass times the gravity. And just as a reminder, it's a dog, right? So I guess we can take a step back and we'll reread this for today. So we know that mass, and I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting. We know that mass is the amount of matter, right, in the body. So it's the amount of matter in the body. And it does not, this is the other thing, it does not change if you travel. So if you travel to other planets, it will not change. Your weight, however, is affected by, so weight, right, is affected by the pull of gravity. So what they're asking us to do, and this is important whenever you're reading through things, is calculate the weight of a 35, and I think it goes over to the other side, kilogram dog. So I want to put 35 kilogram dog, okay? So 35 kilogram dog. This is just another way for Newton's second law of force, so mass times acceleration. The force of gravity, right, in this case, which would be the acceleration, equals the mass of the object times the acceleration, which is due to gravity. So all of that to say this, right? is that when you're talking about weight, in order to calculate weight, and here's weight in newtons, it's just mass times gravity. Now the mass of the dog is 35 kilograms. So that, if you look down this whole column, is never going to change. So when the dog's on Mercury, it's 35 kilograms. When the dog's on Venus, it's 35 kilograms. When the dog's way down here on Saturn, it's 35 kilograms. So no matter where this dog is moving to, the mass of the dog is 35 kilograms, okay? Now, the gravity on each one of these planets, if you look, is vastly different. So because of that, right, then the weight is going to be different, because weight is just this. It is mass times gravity, right? And then 126 newtons. Now, how we got to this 28, I'm going to show you that right now, is we said, oh, we're going to convert. So this is 126 newtons. So we're going to go there, and we're going to put that over 1, and we're going to multiply that times, well, where are we converting to? We're converting to pounds. That's where we want to get to. So then 1, and I'm going to put this over that, LB, right? So we're going from newtons to pounds. Cool. And when you got that on top, then you know you're doing what you need to. So then 4.45 newtons. And then boom, the newtons is going to cancel. And then basically you end up with 126 divided by 4.45. That's how you get to the 28.3. And I'm going to show you guys that right here with the calculator. We kind of did this yesterday, but we'll do it again. No big deal. 126 divided by 4.45 is equal to 28. And we're going to round to 1 decimal place. So let's just make sure we're good. So we're actually going to put it's 28.3. Now, because you have these pounds, newtons, and you have all of those things already up here, that it's gravity, right? You don't have to put the units by the number, right? But you do need to show your work. And this right here, right? This is what I would say I would consider showing your work, how you got to everything. Does that make sense? All right, so you need to write all of this down in your journal. So then let's just do the next one, the very next one, right? So then Venus, right, the mass is still 35 kilograms, and it's times, so I'm just gonna put multiplication right there, and we'll see what it's equal to. So let's just go ahead and do the math, right? Boom. So 35, so let me clear that out. So 35 times 8.9 is equal to 300. So as you see, the gravity went way up, so then the weight went way up. So the higher the gravity, the more the weight. So the more gravity you have pushing down on you, then the more your weight is going to be. So then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put 311.5 right there, right? That's that. And then I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, cool. So then 311.5 over 1, and I'm going to go ahead and put my newtons because I need that to cancel. Then I'm going to say times, and I'm using my same conversion factor, so 1 lb over, and again I'm going from newtons to pounds, so wherever you're converting to should be on top. And then 4.45 newtons, and let's see what that is equal to. And again, we're going to cancel the newtons here, bam, cancel the newtons there, bam, and then let's go ahead and see what we got. So 311.5 divided by 4.45 is equal to 70. So it's equal to 70 pounds. Boom. So that means this dog would weigh 70 pounds exactly on Venus. But on Mercury, this dog only weighs 28.3 pounds. And that's because, again, the gravity is so much lower on Mercury. And again, this is what is considered showing all of your work. We're going to do one more so you can kind of see a comparison to Earth. So we'll do one more, and then the rest are for you to do. So we'll do one more. So 35 times 9.8, and let's see what is that equal to. So let's go ahead and get our handy dandy calculator again. So 35 times 9.8 is equal to 343. That's what we get right here. So the 343, and then I'm going to go ahead and again set everything up appropriately. Okay, boom, and then 1 pound over 4.45 newtons, and you definitely got to show your work. So we're going to cancel the newtons, and then but we're going from newtons to pounds. All right, cool. And then let's see what that is equal to, right? And then 3, I don't know why I keep deleting that, so I'm going to go back. 35 times 9.8 is equal to that, and then divided by 4.45 is equal to 70. So again, the gravity goes up a little bit, so then you see the weight go up a little bit. So it's 77. Now I gotta really look at this number so I can see how to round, because I gotta round to 1 decimal place. So that 0, and then if I put the line right there, that 7 is 5 or more. That means we need to up the score, so it'll be 77.1. Okay, 0.1. All right, cool. So that is how everything is supposed to work there. And it is, you know what? And because you guys are going to be writing it in, I'm going to say go ahead and write it in pounds. So it would be 77.1 pounds. This would be, and that would be 70 pounds. I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. Boom. That way we just have the units. It's good. All right. So that is how you do this whole section. Get all of these done right here. So you only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to do on your own. Make sure to show all of your work, and that is it for today. Now, in class, I'm going to show a little bit more. I'm going to go over the CER, but online, I'll go over the CER, and I'll have that on tomorrow's video lesson. All right, y'all, please make sure that if you did not turn in this assignment already, this one that was due yesterday, make sure that you guys actually get that one done, and that's the gravitational force linking literacy. Let me pause. Okay, so make sure you got this linking literacy. It was due yesterday, so make sure that you get it done. Again, yesterday's video was covering this assignment. Now, on to this. If you get done early, go ahead and turn to page number 101, 102. Read the CER and get started on it. You can get started on it again. The next video, which is for tomorrow, will be about this CER. So I'll walk through all of the prompts and the claims, but you can go ahead and get started. All right, y'all. Peace.